Hi, AP Lit. I am sick again. Sorry. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the critical lens essay, and I talked to sixth period about this yesterday, but I'm going to take you through what I'd like you to do for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I should be back Thursday. So you're going to, so what I'll do is I'll open these assignment instructions and just kind of go over what I would like you to do. So you're going to write a 4 to 6 page essay using your critical lens to analyze your play. And here is what you want to make sure you do. So you're going to establish some main or controlling idea that the rest of the paper attempts to support and illustrate. So that would just be your overall meaning that the same thing that we always do. You're going to argue that this critical lens really demonstrates the overall meaning of the play, and you get to define the overall meaning of the play for the intents of your paper. So then you're going to be sure that you include direct and indirect quotations from your texts, like you would on a regular AP Lit timed essay. But the addition here, and it's not bulleted, but is to use at least 3 to 5 outside sources that discuss your critical lens in the play. Some of you took AP Lang last year, and so this is a bit like the synthesis essay where you had to refer to 3 outside sources. And instead of calling them source A, source B, and source C, you are just going to refer to them, you'll use a quotation and then do parenthetical citations and use the author's last name in parentheses, or if there's no author, an abbreviated version of the title. And here, I want you to still try to integrate these quotations seamlessly into your own wording and sentences, and just quote the parts that are absolutely necessary. So, and then here is a resource for how to properly cite to do the parenthetical citations within your essay. And be sure to analyze the play, not just summarize, but I think you know that. And then you're going to examine how the chosen critical theory and the dramatic conventions that Shakespeare uses focus and contribute to the meaning of the play. And here also you're going to include a properly formatted works cited page. I have a couple of resources for you. This, of course, will tell you this is an online writing lab from Purdue University, and this tells you how to do the parenthetical citations. You can just create a works cited page using EasyBib. And I may also show you how to do it through Google Docs. So, and then going back to how to organize your essay, there's some, you can go back to your critical lens chart that it had the sort of guiding questions for your lens, and they may lend themselves to paragraph topics in a bigger paper. So you could sort of organize your essay based on those questions, or you could organize your essay based on like character development. If you're doing, say, the psychological lens, you can organize how the character, what are the critical moments in their psychological growth and what they learn from it. Or you can also organize your essay by the play's plot and maybe main scenes or events, and sort of show the cause and effect that the difference, that the reading of your play illustrates in how events occur and why they occur. So those are some ways that you possibly might organize your essay. So really quickly, I'm also going to show you how to do a Google search using Google Scholar. And this is in your classroom folder. I shared this little presentation with you. This actually breaks down how to do it. But what I think I'm going to do is just show you in this doc how to do it. And you can go look at the screenshots in the slides presentation if you need to later. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Tools. You go to Explore. They used to call that the Research tool, but now it's Explore. Okay, and then you're going to do a search, like let's do psychological interpretation of Macbeth. Okay, so you can simply search that way. And then here's your web results, and they're right here in the Google Doc. And here you select MLA. Okay, and they may have changed things a bit. These, these are all .edu. Like Prezi, that looks like that's probably some kid who made a presentation. I don't go for sources like that. What I'd like to suggest that you do is uh, is in addition to doing a regular Google search, you can try Google Scholar. And so I think I'm just going to search Google Scholar because it didn't show up in the Google Doc the way I hoped. But here it is. You can just go to scholar.google.com. Okay, and then you can do the same search. So psychological interpretation of Macbeth, for example, and it comes up with yeah, some search results, and these are all going to be like scholarly academic journals written by professors, and they're all going to be very college level. But I think that this is really a resource that you guys need to know about since you are going to college soon. Sometimes just a general Google search won't cut it, and so you need to find like more sophisticated information. ProQuest, I know I can trust. Um, and so what you can do is you just click on one, and then you can access you can access the text here. And so here you have a really good resource. In fact, you have a list of really good resources. And when you go back out, um, it does include the citations, and so you can always copy and paste the website into EasyBib, and it will just spit the citation out for you. But within this list, it should have the cite right here. There you go. Okay, so you're going to be writing this essay in class Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and it's going to be due Monday. You can email me any questions, and I will try to get back to you. I'm feeling a little bit better right now, so but anyway, have a good time with that, and I'll see you soon.